A lot of people are familiar with Eastern systems of healing, acupuncture, acupressure systems. You talk about energy meridians, and each of the energy meridians are activated, or organs are activated during certain times of day. The organ, between 9 and 11 at night, the system that's activated is the triple warmer. The triple warmer relates to hopefulness versus hopelessness, optimism versus pessimism. If somebody comes to me and they're just feeling a little down, I tell them go to sleep by 9 o'clock 3 nights in a row. And you will find on the morning of the 4th day, you wake up a different person. You feel more optimistic, more hopeful, more positive. And it's a remarkable thing that just the body, just the physiology has such an impact. You know, I have a section in Happy for No Reason where we talk about making the cells of your body happy. Make your cells happy, because it's really about creating the happy chemicals.
The happy chemicals.
That's right.
And we mean the legal kinds.
The ones you make in your own brain and body.
Own brain. Now, so let's go back to the Happy 100 and share some stories of the people you interviewed. I'd love to hear about them.
One of the women I interviewed is a woman named CJ. And CJ had been very depressed. She'd had lupus for 15 years, which is an autoimmune disorder that has a lot of symptoms. She was in a wheelchair very often. She was in a lot of pain and basically miserable. She heard about a Tibetan Lama, a teacher that was coming to town, and she thought, you know, I'll go. He was doing consultations. She thought, I'll go to him because he'll have so much sympathy for how I feel. He'll have this great compassion. So she hobbled up to his doorstep with a walker and sat in front of him and told him her woes. And instead of meeting her with this great sympathy, instead he just looked at her and said, stop feeling sorry for yourself and start focusing on the happiness of others. Well, she left completely dejected. She thought, he clearly doesn't understand my situation, and how could I possibly wish happiness for others when I don't have it myself? A couple days later, she wasn't feeling any better, and she thought, you know, I might as well try the practice that he gave me to do. I have nothing to lose. And the practice was merely silently in her heart sending a wish of happiness, peace, and well-being to everybody that she saw throughout her day. She thought, okay, I'll try it. So all day long, every day, she would silently in her heart send this wish to people. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease.
Now, that's something to repeat every day, by the way.
Exactly. And all throughout the day, she would be saying that. It became like her mantra. She did that for a year. Now, after a year, I can't tell you what happened to the people she sent that silent wish to. But here's what happened to her. Her happiness level soared. She's out of the wheelchair. She's exercising 3 times a week. She's completely symptom-free. And the doctors say it was a medical miracle. Now, the only thing that she did differently was to silently send a wish of happiness and well-being to other people. It doesn't cost anything, you know? It doesn't take any more time. You're standing at the grocery store with people in front of you anyway. Might as well stand there and do that. What it's doing is actually, I believe, it's putting in your heart into what's called a state of heart rhythm coherence. And the Institute of Heart Math, which is a fantastic organization based in Boulder Creek, they're the world's leading researchers on the heart, and they've found that when we go into these states of loving kindness or care or appreciation or gratitude, our hearts go into a very coherent heart rhythm pattern. When we're feeling stressed, anxious, frustrated, our hearts go in a very erratic heart rate variability pattern.
What's great about this, I think we can do it in traffic too, right?
Absolutely,
yeah. Traffic cure.
And you know, it's a whole lot better for you. And I do actually think that it affects the other people as well. And there's even research showing that we have what's called emotional contagion, that we catch the emotions of the people around us, just like we catch their colds. Absolutely.
Don't you feel, I mean, I'm sure we all feel, if somebody walks in the room, they're gloomy and doomy, slightly depressed, you're going to feel it. Someone's bright and happy and excited. It's that old, I know for me, it's sometimes a fake it till you make it, that you just become that happier person, and then all of a sudden, by golly, you feel happier, right?
Yeah, and you really influence the people around you. We all can think of somebody in our lives where we've been in a good mood, but it can be a friend or a coworker or a family member, and they are just a bummer to be around, and they drag you down. And by the way, right now, everyone is thinking in their mind of who that person is in their life.
That's right.
And
should we get rid of them?
That's right. And it's because of this emotional contagion. And some people say that we become the average of the 5 people that we associate with the most. So just take a look at the people that you're hanging out with and say, do I want to be like them? And hopefully the answer is yes. And if not, you might want to reevaluate who you're spending a lot of your time with.
And I think do that on a consistent basis, really. I mean, I know for me, I look every 3 months, every 6 months, who's in the circle, and sometimes you do have to clean house, literally.
Absolutely.
So tell us more. Tell us some other happy 100 story.
Well, one of the tenets is to serve. It is the idea of living your purpose, but doing it in a way that's serving others. So we have a whole section on living a life that's inspired by purpose. And one of the people that I interviewed is a wonderful woman named Lynn Twist. And I think you're familiar with Lynn, as many people in the Bay Area are. Lynn is a remarkable philanthropist. Many people call her the modern-day Mother Teresa. And she's raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for the Hunger Project, and now she is co-founder of the Pachamama Alliance. And I was fortunate to interview Lynn as one of my Happy 100. And what I found is that having this attitude of feeling that you're living your purpose, but also that it's serving, it's really deeply serving, actually helps you feel happier. There's just great research done on altruism, and I'll actually show you a little demonstration that shows you this. This is based on something called muscle testing, which is many people out there are familiar with muscle testing, and some aren't. Muscle testing is based on educational kinesiology. And I'll just do one quick experiment with you. I'm going to have you hold your arm up as I press down. I want you to stay strong. If you would, stay strong. Good. I'm going to do 2 experiments with you. First, put your arm down. I'd like you 3 times to say, I'm not good enough. This is, by the way, the #1 happiness-robbing thought that we all have. So
and I think most people have it. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not good enough.
I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough.
Good. Arm out and resist. Stay strong. Good. So you went weak. Here's what happened. You can put your arm down. Every thought we think, every feeling we feel creates chemical counterparts in the body that either strengthen or weaken us. You say, I'm not good enough, and your arm goes weak. Now 3 times say, I am good enough.
Okay, good. I was hoping you'd give me
we're not going to leave you weak here.
I am good enough. I am good enough. I am good enough.
Great. Arm out and stay strong.
Wow.
Was there a difference?
It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, it's really amazing.
Now let me give you the other demonstration that relates to this principle of serving others. I'd like you to think of a goal that you have in your career, and you don't have to tell us what it is, but I want you to have in mind what that goal is.
Okay.
Good. Now I want you to think about how fulfilling that goal will serve you. What are you going to get out of that? How's it going to serve you, Jill?
Okay.
Okay. Put your arm out and stay strong.
Whoa.
You went weak on that. Now what's interesting about that is everybody does.
Yeah.
Now I want you to think of the exact same goal, and I want you to think about how fulfilling that goal will serve the greater community, whether it serves one other person, the community, or indirectly the world.
Absolutely.
So think about how you fulfilling your goal is of service to humanity. Yeah?
Especially getting messages of hope out.
Yeah, exactly. So stay strong. I can't budge that arm of yours. Was there a difference?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
So I think it's very important that we are each doing what we're here on the planet to do. I absolutely believe that every person is here for a reason, but in doing so that we are serving humanity as well.
Thank you. That was wonderful, and I love that, and especially because it really is a unique demonstration that it's never really about us. Whatever we're doing, whether it's this show or your books or your speaking, our speaking, anything we're doing. Now, let me ask the big question. That is, what's your purpose?
Oh, what a great idea. What a great question. Since I was, again, quite young, I have always felt that my own purpose was to experience the highest truth of my own life, the highest truth and light in my own life, and in that, share that with other people throughout the world, to help people live their highest truth and light in their own lives.
Right, and you know, it's actually the biggest, in a way, the biggest challenge? You know, I'm sure there are days where you're not happy for any reason, or, you know, it's like you write this book and then you walk out in the world and guess what? People expect you to be happy all the time. And you actually admitted to us, guess what? I'm not always that, you know?
Well, you know, I love that. I love that you brought that up, because people do have a mistaken idea about the idea of happy for no reason. They think it means walking around 24/7 with a silly grin on your face.
Right.
And being in some Pollyanna state of denial. And that's not it at all. Being happy for no reason, I think, means having an inner state of peace and well-being that you carry with you no matter what's going on. Now, you still can experience sadness, grief, anger, upset, but when you carry that inner state of peace and well-being, you're better able to handle those situations and bounce back more quickly. You're more resilient. So it's not that you're in denial, it's that you carry this inner peace so you can bounce back. And one phrase that I love to share is that people who are happy for no reason don't look to their life experiences to extract their happiness, but rather they bring their happiness to their life experiences.
Oh, that is a beautiful note. And when our viewers want to reach you, Marci, how do they get in touch with you?
They can email me at marci@happyfornoreason.com, or they can call my office at 415-789-1300. So it's marci@happyfornoreason.com.
Wonderful. And if you want to also find out more about Messages of Hope, please visit jilllublin.com/Messages of Hope. So Marci, always a delight to connect with you, to talk with you. Is there one, we'll call it final happy thought, you'd like to leave us with?
I would. You know, people ask me, is it selfish to want to be happy? And I think it's the least selfish thing you can do, because when you're happy, you are affecting the world. So I leave you with this Chinese proverb that goes like this: when there is light in the soul, there will be beauty in the person. When there is beauty in the person, there will be harmony in the house. When there is harmony in the house, there will be order in the nation. And when there is order in the nation, there will be peace in the world. And so my prayer and wish is that we all feel the love and the joy and the peace in our own lives, and through that we create peace here on this planet of ours.
Amen to that. And I thank you tonight for watching Messages of Hope, and thank you, Marci, for being here. It's our intention and inspiration to give you more messages of hope.